I've spent hundreds of hours researching Tesla service center experiences, talking to mechanics who work on these cars, and analyzing what owners actually pay versus what they could have paid. What I found surprised me. Tesla service centers are operating like traditional dealership service departments, and they're not always transparent about your options. Today, I'm sharing 5 things that could save you thousands of dollars over the life of your Tesla. This isn't about bashing Tesla. It's about knowing your options so you don't overpay for services you don't need. Starting at number 5, and this one surprises most Tesla owners. You can use independent shops for most repairs, and Tesla service centers definitely don't advertise this fact. When you call or visit a Tesla service center, they operate under the assumption that only they can work on your car. That's not true. According to the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, you have the right to use independent repair shops without voiding your warranty, as long as the work is done properly. Here's what independent Tesla-certified shops can do. They can replace your brakes, work on your suspension, replace your 12-volt battery, rotate and replace tires, perform body work after accidents, and handle many electrical repairs. What they can't do is perform software updates that require Tesla's proprietary systems, work on drivetrain components under warranty, or access certain diagnostic tools that only Tesla has. But for the majority of routine maintenance and repairs, you have options. Let me give you real numbers. I researched brake pad and rotor replacement costs. At a Tesla service center, a complete brake job on a Model 3 runs about $800 to $1,000. At an independent EV specialist shop, the same job with the same quality parts costs $400 to $600. That's a $400 saving for identical work. Tire replacement is even more dramatic. Tesla charges $1,600 for a set of 4 tires on a Model Y. At Discount Tire or Costco, those exact same tires installed and balanced cost $950 to $1,100. You're saving $500 to $650 just by knowing you have options. The key is finding a reputable independent shop that specializes in EVs. Organizations like the Electric Vehicle Association maintain lists of certified EV technicians. Owner forums like Tesla Motors Club also have recommendations by region. Just make sure any independent shop documents their work properly and uses quality parts. Your warranty stays intact as long as the repair is done correctly. Number 4, many recommended services aren't actually necessary, and service centers won't tell you this because it costs them revenue. When you bring your Tesla in for service, the advisor will often recommend a list of services based on your mileage. Some of these are legitimate. Others are not time-critical or can be done much cheaper elsewhere. The most common upsell is the cabin air filter replacement. Tesla recommends replacing it every 2 years or 25,000 miles. At the service center, they charge $100 to $150 for this service. The reality is, you can buy the filter on Amazon for $15 to $25 and replace it yourself in about 5 minutes. There are dozens of YouTube videos showing exactly how to do it. No tools required beyond your hands. Brake fluid flush is another one. Tesla officially recommends this every 2 years. Service centers push it hard at the 2-year mark. The cost is $150 to $200. Here's what mechanics told me. If you're not using your friction brakes heavily because of regenerative braking, and your brake fluid test strips show the fluid is still good, you can often wait another year or 2. Tire rotation is the 3rd common upsell. Tesla recommends rotation every 6,250 miles. They charge $50 to $75 per rotation. Any tire shop will rotate your tires for $20 to $30, and many places do it for free if you bought the tires there. Over 100,000 miles, if you rotate at Tesla every time, you're spending $800 to $1,200. At a tire shop, you're spending $320 to $480, or zero if it's included with your tire purchase. I'm not saying skip necessary maintenance. I'm saying know what's actually necessary versus what's just scheduled, and know where you can get it done cheaper without compromising quality. At number 3, you can buy Tesla parts elsewhere for much less, and service centers will never mention this option. When you need a part replaced, the service advisor pulls up the Tesla parts price and quotes you that number. They don't tell you that many Tesla parts are available from third-party suppliers at 30% to 50% less. Let me give you specific examples. Floor mats. Tesla charges $200 for a full set of all-weather floor mats. You can buy nearly identical mats from companies like 3D MaxSpider or TuxMat for $80 to $120. They fit perfectly. They're the same quality, and they cost half as much. Screen protectors are another one. Tesla doesn't even sell these, but service centers partner with installation companies that charge $80 to $150 for a screen protector and installation. You can buy a tempered glass screen protector on Amazon for $20 and install it yourself in 2 minutes. Now, there are times when you should buy from Tesla. If you need a part that's under warranty, obviously get it from Tesla so it's covered. If you need a safety-critical component like a steering part or brake component, I'd personally go with Tesla OEM parts for peace of mind. But for accessories, cosmetic parts, and non-critical components, you have options that will save you money. Number 2 is something that could save you $100 to $300 per service visit. Mobile service is often cheaper than the service center for the exact same work, and service centers don't volunteer this information. When you call to schedule service, they default to booking you an appointment at the service center. They rarely mention that mobile service might be available for your issue. Tesla's mobile service fleet consists of vans equipped to handle many common repairs and services at your home or office. Mobile service consistently charges less for the same work. The 12-volt battery replacement is a perfect example. At a service center, this job costs $350 to $450, including labor and shop fees. Mobile service charges $250 to $300 for the identical work. You save $100 to $150 just by requesting mobile service instead of going to the center. Why is mobile service cheaper? Service centers have overhead, they have building costs, they have more staff, and they charge diagnostic fees and shop fees. Mobile service has lower overhead. They come to your location, they do the work efficiently, and they charge less. Here's what mobile service can handle. They can replace the 12-volt battery, perform software updates, replace wiper blades, fix minor trim issues, replace cabin air filters, do some suspension work, and handle various electrical diagnostics. The key is to request mobile service through the Tesla app when you schedule. Don't call the service center. Use the app, describe your issue, and the system will tell you if mobile service is available for that repair. If it is, book it. You'll save money and time. And the number one thing Tesla service centers don't want you to know is that your warranty covers more than they tell you. Service centers are profit centers. They make money when you pay for repairs, so they're not always forthcoming about what's actually covered under your warranty. According to Tesla's warranty documentation, the drivetrain warranty covers the battery, the motor, the inverter, the onboard charger, and all related components. If any of these fail due to a defect, it's covered. Here's where service centers get tricky. They'll diagnose an issue and quote you a price without checking whether it's warranty covered. I've heard from multiple owners who were quoted $800 to $1,500 for repairs that turned out to be under warranty once they pushed back and asked directly. One owner was quoted $1,200 for an inverter-related issue. He asked, "Is this covered under my drivetrain warranty?" The advisor checked and said yes. the repair ended up costing him nothing. Another common issue is the 12-volt battery. In some cases, if the battery fails prematurely within the basic warranty period, Tesla will cover it under goodwill. But you have to ask. If you just accept the quote, they'll charge you. The key phrase is, "Can you check if any part of this is covered under my existing warranty?" Make them check before you authorize any work. One more warranty tip. Extended warranties that third parties sell are usually not worth it for Teslas. Your factory warranty is already 8 years on the most expensive components. The extended warranties cover things like the touchscreen, door handles, and minor electrical components. These repairs, while annoying, are typically $500 to $1,500. You're better off saving that extended warranty money and paying out of pocket if something breaks. Most owners never use the extended warranty enough to justify the cost. Tesla makes incredible cars, but their service model is designed to maximize revenue. Knowing these 5 things can save you $2,000 to $5,000 over the life of your car. If this video just saved you money, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest Tesla ownership information based on real data. Drop a comment and let me know. Have you had a good or bad experience with Tesla service? What did they charge you for that you later found out you could have done cheaper? I read every comment.